Awesome. You guys want to get on to our next show?
Yeah, my peak hero. Let's go.
Well, next we're going to talk about My Home Hero episode 12, the finale, called The Current Happiness.
Yeah, well, I'm currently happy because it's over.
I was going for a little dramatic pause to say, well, that was fucking it. That was it. That was it. Tetsuo and Motori are locked in their nerd fight to the death, but the police are on their way to the door. Shocker. Basically, Tetsuo, comes in and offs Motori. Shocker. Man's got two bodies in his pocket now.
Dose. Double homicide.
And the police are at the door, and they're trying to come in because of the noise complaint. And Tetsuo comes up with this hilariously awful plan to get the police not to come in. So his thing was, he said that my daughter's hamster got out, and I've been chasing it around the house, making a lot of noise. I can't open the door to let you in because the hamster might get out, which would devastate my daughter. What a crock of shit.
See, if this was the United States, the police just would have come in.
Yeah,
they would open the door. They're gonna open the door for you. So I was happy to see some gentle police work, but that was a bullshit ass story. That sounds like made up. I mean, he's usually pretty good about making up some bullshit, but that was hardly believable.
I think it just the last episode ended with the police coming or whatever, and I feel like they wanted to add that tension to it, but then they was just like, "No, just get out of here. We're doing something else." It's just the way this show's been the whole season. So,
and
what I thought was kind of BS was so Motori. We start the episode, and Motori has Tetsuo choked with a cord from some appliance, right? And this is a dub. He's won, right? And he starts drifting off in the thought about having lost his son in the middle of a death match, and loosens his grip, and then Tetsuo hits him and gets the advantage. I thought that was a silly plot. I mean, why would you write it? I mean, even the manga, why would you write it to where he is even in that position and have such a bullshit way out of that? I just thought that was dumb and needless to put that in there. It was just dumb as hell.
Not as dumb and needless as the opening scene, which was young Rika out in the water swimming and drowning. And they made it seem like there was they made it seem like there was a fucking shark coming for a minute. It was
when that happened, I thought we done a buddy daddies and skipped forward years, and it really confused me.
So it was a flashback. So as Tetsuo was getting choked out, I guess.
I know what it is now, but when it first started, I thought that we skipped forward, and I was extremely pissed off.
Man was mad from the jump. That's sad.
They had 7 or 8 angles from underwater of I don't remember if it was her swimming or what. I'm is there a shark gonna attack? Is Tetsuo gonna dive in and punch his shark in the nose? What the fuck are we watching here?
Yeah, it didn't make sense until way later in the episode.
It was unneeded. You didn't even need to put that in there. That whole line from Reika later in the episode too is unneeded. Oh yeah, my dad saved me. No shit, Sherlock. That's your father. That's what they do.
That's what they do. That's literally your parents' job.
You know what I think they was trying to do? I think they was just trying to show off panty shots, bro. That's all it was.
That was a 12-year-old girl.
They was still doing it.
Well, I mean, she was
still done it.
She was swimming underwater, dude. The shark attack.
She just had a bathing suit on.
Why else would you put those underwater shots of just looking up at her butt and stuff?
I didn't understand that either. That's actually a really good point. That was also needless. There's a lot of needless wasted time in this episode, in this finale.
A lot of dumb shit, bro.
Just a ton. Just a ton. The only part I liked was the flashback to Motori's memory, and talking about how he got into the gang and then how he, quote unquote, raised Nabuto. He never picked him up as a kid. I didn't love his mother or anything like that. He had never loved anybody, he said. And that was the only thing I thought was cool to get some background on. Outside of that, it was It was a deep minus episode from these guys.
But at like the same point, like give us that backstory like 6 episodes ago, not in the finale when you're having a death brawl. Like, come on.
Yeah, it really took the anticipation away from the actual fight and the actual meaning of the scene itself.
Yeah, definitely. And then like Tetsuo headbutts Motori and gets out of this chokehold, and Motori picks up a knife and just stabs himself with it. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Tight with that.
I was like, what is going on in this show? Like, you were just, it's off the rails. It was like you had a great ending at episode 10 and you just spiraled into shit.
Right. Like, he gave up on himself, was in the middle of committing suicide. Tetsuo was like, oh, it's my time to shine. Like, I can go kill this guy now. But when Motori hears the police at the door, all of a sudden he starts fighting back again. Like, you've already gutted yourself, dog. What did you even do that for? Like, it's just so many things that didn't make sense. Go ahead, Tyler.
I think Motori told us why he did it. I think he said something like he wanted to stab himself. That way the police would show up and find him or whatever, and that he would be able to see his family's, I guess, look. Like,
right, see him.
I don't know, something about his family seeing their dad as a killer. You know, the two people or something like that. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. It really didn't. Like, the whole stabbing. Like, I just felt like that was just a thing that they did to make it more wild, I guess.
Yeah,
the only thing I know to say.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kill myself so your family thinks less about you.
Yeah. So
that's fucking wild.
Do you have any thoughts on that, Dad?
No. No, I don't. I don't have any thoughts.
I need to chill.
I just need to just throw this. I wasted 260 minutes of my life watching the show. I feel terrible about it.
Yeah. And just to like some other things to like close out. So Motori ends up dead. The police don't find the body. They just leave. He cleans with the apartment. So Kubo gets a call that says Motori's missing, right? And he's like, don't worry about it. You know, don't chase after him. You're not gonna catch him. And then just kind of lets the whole situation go, dog. He's about to lose 30% of his revenue and he's not even gonna look into it. That made no sense. And what about the police? There's 2 missing people.
Well, they were never like reported missing. So
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're the Yakuza, bro. They're not gonna go to the police unless it's some dirty shit.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, but you would think, like, even like just throughout their day-to-day lives, somebody would report them missing after not seeing them for Nabuto for a week, and then Motori coming up.
Yeah, but you would think though. Also, the henchman, like I think he went up there and knocked on the door or whatever, and no answer. So he called, what's his name, Kubo.
Yeah.
You would think that if he didn't answer the door, he would just try to check in on him, or something like that. But he's just like, oh, let me call Kubo real quick. Let me see what I need to do. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
bro?
It just didn't make sense how they try to justify Kubo not caring with like he has other things to do when literally that man is 1/3 of their revenue.
Yeah.
That's major business. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it just I don't know. This finale, it wasn't even this finale. The last episode and this finale just ruined the whole season, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think your idea of like having Tetsuo and Kyoichi team up to take down the Yakuza was a better storyline than this.
Oh,
I think that was 100%. Yeah.
Kyoichi had the reasons, bro.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah. So after that, Tetsuo cleans up the apartment and he somehow finds a random key truck or Kai truck, whatever they are. Like he just gets a truck out of the blue.
Yeah.
And homie's driving around with 2 shovels and a tarp in the back. These trucks don't have like beds. Like they have beds with like fake sides. Like it's clear as day that if you're carrying 2 shovels and a freaking tarp over a body looking shape, that you've got
Somebody
a
would see
body in the
that.
back of it.
Right,
I'm like,
because
what?
it's like waist high at best, so people
Yeah.
can see in it as you're driving past. I mean, whether they're in their car or on the sidewalk.
But he goes up into the mountains, digs a deep ass fucking hole, buries Matori, and that's it. That's it. It's done. They go back to living their normal life, still living in the same house. Like if they put Reika back in that apartment, they're psychopaths.
Yeah.
I got one thing though. When he was digging the hole, he was putting the dirt in the coolers. Why? Why was he putting dirt in coolers? He had 2 coolers down in the hole, putting dirt in them.
Well, so if you bury it back, you have to make it look like it's the same height as it originally was. And if you have extra dirt, it's going to create a mound. So you got to take the dirt with you, right?
Yeah, he was trying to keep it flat. That's just what I thought.
Why
like,
not just get the extra dirt and put it in coolers afterwards instead of
because then he would have shovel marks, or he would have shovel marks around the, I guess the grave.
With some trees over top of it. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it was. I thought that was like okay, but like he didn't even bury him in like a deep grave. He hit like I think metal, like a couple feet down. He was like, "Oh, this is fine," and then put him in the hole. I was like, "Dude, if you're gonna freaking bury him, dog."
Yeah, 6 feet's a pretty deep hole to dig, though.
Yeah, but like, and then like to the very end of the episode to talk about that, there was like a bad rainstorm. And it showed like the drainage for the mountain or whatever it was, like getting washed out. And I was like, that's exactly why you needed to bury him 6 feet down. No one's looking for him anyway. You have all the time in the world. Tell Kyson you're going to be late for dinner or you'll be home in the morning, bro. Do it right.
So I got something that y'all not going to like.
What's up?
So one of my buddies in another Discord said that the tsunami that came through was a hell of a cliffhanger kind of deal, and that it could have set it up for a second season with it. And
we will not be watching.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I said, well, if there's a second season, bro, I'm not watching that shit.
Right. They already took too much time away from me. He did all of this meticulous planning, messing with the Yakuza, and like now he might have to deal with the police. I know this is supposed to be a 12 episode contained, but that was marketing. That was marketing. They wanted to leave it open ended so they could have another season if somebody was interested in. Which I'm not.
No.
No. Yeah, like I said, I don't think the Degens passed this one at the end.
No.
I guess since it was the finale, should we do some ratings?
I was gonna ask you guys to like at least put this to bed on a positive note. What did you like about this? I know we wouldn't suggest somebody follow through and watch it, but what did you like about it? Because I don't think it was all bad.
You want me to go first, Dan?
Yeah, I was just like the first 5 episodes. That was it.
Okay.
I like the Kyochi's and Tetsuo's like tangoing. I like that. So
okay. Yeah. That mental game that little cat and mouse game was really fun, but I'm gonna go with what Dan said after about episode 5. Stretching it maybe 6, it was like, okay, this should probably be ending in the next couple episodes, but they had to do 6 more.
Yeah, I mean, Koichi was probably my favorite character in the show. I mean, he was the most fun to watch, like the most cool, calculated guy. And after that, I mean, he's probably dead. They probably still killed him. They don't know what happened.
Oh, 100% they killed him.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing I hated, bro. Kyochi never showed in finale. Like, where's our man Kyochi? He was a main character, basically.
Didn't do anything wrong. Was trying to work to get his family's restaurant back and go away with his mother. Ends up getting in the crosshairs of Tetsuo, who had to kill somebody. It is what it is. But he did nothing wrong and is probably dead now for that. Which I thought was very unfair. And now Tetsuo's a double murderer. Like, I don't feel too great about him at this point. He did what he had to do, but like, he still killed the father and his son. So, yeah.
Gotta live with that guilt forever.
Yep. But yeah, let's hit these ratings, man. I want to be done with this.
Well, yeah. I thought it was mid from the start. So I was sitting at like a 5.2, and well, that ending tanked it to around a 4 for me.
um, for me, it started around 6. I tried to take it easy at first. It went up to like a 6.5, and then by episode 7, I think it was down to a low 5, and then I think I'm gonna end it at like 4.8.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit it around the 5.5 mark too. So,
Yeah,
and like I said, I'm not recommending this shit because it's just a waste of time with
it
the
is.
last few episodes. So,
It's like super mid.
yeah,
The definition of mid.
Super mid.
Yeah,
we had hella potential though. So,
the setup was so good. Yeah, it had potential, but shit happens.
What are you gonna do?
Yep.
I'll
So
recommend it.
do not watch. But